Find the first 7 terms of the sequence given by b sub n equals b sub n minus 1 minus b sub n minus 2, b sub 1 equals 1, and b sub 2 equals 2. This is another recursively defined sequence. Here we're given the first 2 terms, which are 1 and 2, so we can write those down as the first 2 terms. And then to find any subsequent term, the nth term, we take the difference of the 2 terms that come before it. So we take, for b sub n, we take b sub n minus 1, which is the term that comes directly before it, and then we subtract b sub n minus 2, the term that came 2 places before it. So here we want to find the third term. To do that, we need to take the second term minus the first term. So in this case, 2 minus 1 gives us 1, and that is our third term. And for all of the subsequent terms, we need to take the difference of the 2 terms that come before it. So to find the fourth term, we've got to take the third term minus the second term. 1 minus 2 gives us negative 1. Then for the fifth term, we need to take the fourth term minus the third term. Negative 1 minus 1 gives us negative 2. Then for the sixth term, again, we need to take the difference of the preceding terms. Negative 2 minus negative 1, which is the same as negative 2 plus 1, which gives us negative 1. And then for the seventh term, we need to take, again, the difference of the 2 preceding terms. We've got negative 1 minus negative 2, which is the same as negative 1 plus 2, which gives us 1. So here we have the first 7 terms of this sequence. And it's actually really interesting. I'm going to continue with the subsequent terms because there's a very interesting pattern here. If we look at the 8th term, it's going to be 1 minus negative 1. And 1 minus negative 1 is the same as 1 plus 1, which is 2. And then for the 9th term, we've taken 2 minus 1, which gives us 1. And you'll notice here that we have some repetition. We've got 1, 2, 1, negative 1, negative 2, negative 1. And then again, we've got 1, 2, 1, and it's actually going to repeat. And the reason we know that it's going to repeat is because each term is based on the 2 terms that came before it. So after we've got a 2 and a 1, we know the next term is going to be negative 1, etc., etc., etc. So in this case, we actually have a pattern that we could follow infinitely far to figure out what those terms are. I can ask you, what is the 1000th term going to be? And you could figure it out here without going through the 999 terms that come before it. That's not always true with recursively defined sequences, and so this one is pretty neat.